Hello, Paso, and welcome to another edition of Fact Friday. I'm Martin Padilla. June is National Pet Preparedness Month, and here to tell us more is Michele Anderson from Animal Services. We will also be talking to Patricia Olvera from the Department of Public Health on how you and your loved ones can beat the heat. Michele, thank you so much for joining us. What is one of the most important things a pet owner should consider when having a pet?
You know, it's always best to make sure that, when you're adopting or fostering a pet, you're providing a loving and safe home for them, meaning they have access to plenty of fresh food and water every day. They have a place to relax, whether it's indoors or outdoors, that has plenty of shade or shelter from the elements, and, plenty of love as well. Not just love from you, but also toys, treats, things to keep them occupied. A loving home is more than just providing a home. It's providing love to that pet from you in many different ways.
What should a pet owner have in a pet emergency preparedness kit?
When you're preparing for any sort of emergency, whether it's a fire, flood, natural disaster, anything like, or even a medical emergency, it's always best to have a kit prepared, ready to go in case you need to run out for any sort of reason. And that pet kit, should include their food, any sort of medications that they might be taking, bowls. If it's a cat, making sure that that kit has a litter box and litter, toys to help keep them comfortable, any sort of bedding like a blanket or a bed for them. And then, of course, your contact information. Make sure that they're wearing a collar and tags with your contact info in case they ever do get separated from you. And then, make sure that your pet has a microchip. That's a permanent form of identification for your pet. Collars can get lost, but having your pet microchipped and having that microchip updated with your current contact information is the best way for us to find out who you are and how to get your pet back home to you if they are ever lost.
What can a pet owner do if they ever fall ill or are injured?
No one ever expects a medical emergency or disaster to happen, but that's why it's very important to plan ahead of time. Identify a friend or family member that can be a trusted caretaker for your pet in case you ever do fall injured or ill. Someone that knows your pet's routine, knows their medical history or anything like that. Make sure that they have access to your home. That way they can feed for them and care for them. And for, prolonged periods of time, if you are in the hospital or anything like that, making sure that they can then take your pet into their home if ever need to. That way your pet is comfortable and loved in a home rather than having to come here to the shelter.
As the temperature in El Paso rises, what tips do you have to keep your pet feeling fresh and cool?
There's so many fun things that you can do for your pet to help keep them cool during the summer. Get a kiddie pool for them. That way they can have access to plenty of fresh, cool water and something to play in while they're outside. You can make cool, awesome, fun treats for them using ice, chicken broth, and even their own dog food, and freeze it. Give them a nice cool treat for them to enjoy during the summertime. And then, just bring them indoors. When it is too hot outside, especially during the highest points of the day, bring them indoors, whether it's even into a laundry room or a bathroom. Bring them in from those outside elements if you don't have any shade or proper shelter for them to stay cool outside.
What can people do if they see an animal in distress?
If you ever see a pet in danger, injured, ill, or aggressive, you can always call 311. If you do find a lost pet in your neighborhood, take it to a fire station, get that pet scanned for a microchip, and then file a found pet report on our website. Chances are that pet hasn't wandered too far from home and is actually within a mile of your area. Walk your neighborhood, knock on a few doors, post it on social media, try and get that pet back home. That way they don't have to stay outside in the heat, and we get that pet back home so much faster.
Where can residents find more information?
For more information on pet tips and tricks or any information on our life-saving programs, just visit us online, elpasoanimalservices.org, or follow us on social media, El Paso Animal Services. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
With the temperatures heating up, our shelter is very full. We are always in need of adopters and fosters to come and take a pet into their home. We have over 700 animals currently looking for foster or forever homes. So if you're looking to add a new member to your family permanently or even just temporarily, visit us online, search for us on social media. We have a pet that is waiting to come and be a part of your family.
Thank you, Michelle, for that very important information. Joining us next is Patricia Olvera from the Department of Public Health. It's important to be informed, be prepared, and have a plan. What tips do you have for residents to beat the heat?
Okay, so first off, you want to keep your home cool. That you're going to do by covering your windows with either drapes or shades. You're going to want to install insulation to keep the heat out. You want to install window air conditioners with insulation around them. You're going to want to weather strip your doors and windows and use window reflectors. Remember to keep yourself cool. That you're going to do by staying hydrated, staying informed, and most of all, don't leave people or pets in closed cars.
The city is offering free cooling stations. What are cooling stations and where are they located?
So a cooling station is somewhere where a community member can go stay cool and avoid heat-related illnesses. The City of El Paso's Park and Recreation Center has opened 7 cooling centers throughout the city. That's going to be at Gallatin Rec Center, Veterans Rec Center, Chamizal Rec Center, Gary de Palacios Rec Center, Valle Bajo Community Center, Marty Robbins Rec Center, Memorial Park Senior Center. All these cooling stations are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 7 p.m.
What do residents need to be able to donate a fan to someone in need?
So community members wanting to donate a new fan can do so by dropping them off at their nearest and local fire department stations in El Paso and in Horizon. Those in need of a fan can call 211 to find out more information on criteria needing to be met.
Where can residents find more information?
Residents can find more information by visiting our webpage at elpasotexas.gov/public health by going under Be Climate Ready, or following us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or by calling 211.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
This summer, by following us on social media, learn more tips on how to stay safe and prepared for the heat, and have the chance to win an emergency preparedness kit.
Well, that does it on this edition of Fact Friday. Thank you to both my guests and thank you all for watching. Remember, if you need any more information, make sure to visit the Animal Services sites or check out the Department of Public Health sites. And if you haven't registered for your COVID-19 vaccine, make sure to do so by visiting epcovidvaccine.com. And for any other information on COVID-19, check out the city social media pages or visit epstrong.org. We'll see you guys in the next Fact Friday.